Hello and welcome back. In this video, I'll be giving some tips and tricks to help out beginners as they start their Upland journey. If you like the video, please hit that like button and subscribe. It really does mean a lot. Let's get into it. In the bottom right hand corner, you see this pinpoint icon. If you click that, it actually separates the cities into each different town. This will help you distinguish collections and just areas in general. I recommend always having this on because it just makes navigating Upland Metaverse significantly easier. Below that button, if you click this, it'll show you all of the properties nearby for sale and their properties. And so essentially you'll see all the properties on your screen. So if I were to zoom out and I click it, it shows me the everywhere my screen is covering. You can sort by price, highest to lowest. So if I wanted to find the cheapest property in an area, I would zoom out, click that button, click the cheapest property, and bam, it sends me straight to it. It's an easy way to find properties that you're looking for in a certain price range. Next up is sends. You can have up to 11 sends at one time. Each day you will get 3 new sends, and there's a 40 send collection maximum per day. So if you're treasure hunting, you will only be able to collect 40 sends per day. Right here, this paper airplane is what a send looks like. So if I wanted to collect it, I would have to send to a property close enough in range where I can collect it. You have a baseline of 3 sends each day. Then you can collect 8 on top of that. So if you have 11 sends and then you use 10 of them, now you're down to 1 send. You will only be able to collect 8 more of those. So your max would be 9 instead of 11. Those 3 daily sends, once you use them up, you will not get them back until the next day. Along with sending, there is something called send fees. Now in order to go to a property, each property has a different send fee right here. A person can change their send fee if it's their property, and the max and minimum send fees are different for each city. So if you're treasure hunting or traveling around the map and you click on a property and check their send fee, if it's set to the maximum, if you just click one property over, so for instance, if I wanted to send to this property, it's 100 UPX, all I have to do is click 1 over, 50 UPX, costs a lot less. So just make sure you're aware of the send fees, because people will set them at variable amounts, and obviously why would you want to pay more? Now in Upland, if you want to mint a property, your block explorer actually has to be right next to the property in order to mint it. See, this property is out of range. But if you are looking to purchase a property on secondary market, it doesn't matter where your block explorer is. Right now my block explorer is in Manhattan and this property is in Nashville. I am still able to purchase it no matter where my block explorer is located. So just be in mind, if a new city is dropping, you do have to send your block explorer there in order to be able to mint any properties. Now let's say you have a bunch of properties and you're looking for a specific one. If you click here, go to assets, right here, this search bar, you will be able to search for every single one of your properties. You can search by town, by city, by UPX, by which ones you have for sale. So right here, this is a great way to go through your properties and see which ones you want to list for sale, or yada yada yada. Let's say I want to look at my Belmont or my Bronx properties. Right here I can see all the different towns in the Bronx, and I can go bam, bam, bam. I want to see if I have any in Kingsbridge. These 4, I click apply. Okay, and so these are all the properties that I have in that area, and these are the ones that I have listed. It's a nice organized way to go through your properties. One major tip everyone should take advantage of is collections. Now if you don't know what that is, it's the 3 dots button, collections. With collections, your passive income on your properties actually gets boosted. There's collections per each city, and there's also universal collections. Own any one property in Upland. Now the property that I put in that collection will get a 1.1 boost on the collected earnings, right? King of the Street is another standard collection. Own 3 properties on the same street. Own 5 properties in the same street. These are not delegated to a city. So let's say you buy 5 large properties right next to each other, you can get a 1.4x boost on those 5 properties. So just make sure you're utilizing collections to the best of your abilities to increase your passive income. Your block explorer has to be in range to collect sends, to mint properties, and do whatever else in the game that your block explorer needs to be close to. Right here, you see this trail behind my block explorer. I am actually able to collect sends significantly farther away from my block explorer if it's close to my trail, and the same with minting properties. My block explorer is over here. You would think the range is only this area and able to mint properties or collect sends, but that's not the case. Your trail actually allows you to go much farther. So wherever you've traveled, I would most likely be able to mint properties all the way back here and collect sends all the way back here. So the path of your block explorer does matter, especially in new cities, right? Your block explorer is traveling, you're waiting for the city to drop, and you know wherever your trail is, you're able to mint those properties. So that is just something to keep in mind. For those of you who are trying to play free to play or not put a lot of money into the game, one big strategy is to look at FSA properties, fair start acts. They only allow people who have less than $100 in the game to purchase these. And so a great way is to go in and buy up a few and then sell them for 1.5, 2x your profit and start building some money up or UPX up in order to buy the properties that you actually want. If you're looking to get in the Upland Metaverse for relatively cheap, be keeping an eye out on the FSA properties because those are probably meant for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this tips and tricks video in Upland. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe. It really does mean a lot. And I'll see you in the next video.